With Christmas and the New Year right around the corner, I thought it was fitting to share with you how I've prepared to take 2 full weeks off from my business. And yes, that is 2 full weeks totally disconnected from my business. And I will preface this by saying that my first handful of years in entrepreneurship, I did not take off for the holidays. At all. And to be totally honest, I was kind of obsessed with my business and I just didn't really know how to take time off from it without it completely falling apart. Now, 5.5 years into my entrepreneurial journey, which wow, that's crazy to say out loud. But now that has changed drastically. Thank goodness. I am actually taking off the full week of Thanksgiving, and I know that this episode is going live in December, but that's because I'm getting ahead with my episodes. But like I said, I'm taking off the full week of Thanksgiving and 2 weeks totally off in December for Christmas and New Year's. But I may also be taking off the first week of January as well. That's still up in the air right now, but we will see. That being said, I am definitely taking off 2 weeks in December and that week for Thanksgiving. So really, I'm actually taking off 2 to 4-ish weeks. But all of that to say, a few years ago, that would have not been possible. So I really just want to take time to share with you how I have been preparing for that. Because truly, if you would have told me like a few years ago when I was first getting started that I was taking so much time off, I literally would have fallen out of my chair. Like it would have actually given me anxiety. But now it brings me so much peace and excitement and joy. So that being said, I want to share the 3 ways that I prepare to take off in my business. So let's do this, my friends. Hey Queen, welcome to Reclaim to Reign. I'm your host, Hannah Brindley, daughter of the King, certified life coach, and faith-fueled business mentor. I know you are so sick of feeling like you work so hard in your business with little to no reward while staying in this same cycle of self-sabotaging tendencies you know are keeping you stuck. And because of that, I know you are craving to end this never-ending cycle of self-destruction and cultivate a successful, Holy Spirit-led business without letting it become your idol. So if you are ready to be fueled by faith over flesh, fight your battles spiritually instead of physically, take bold action on your God-given callings, and finally create that thriving, faith-fueled business, then you're in the right place. Go ahead and reheat your coffee, grab a notebook and pen, and let's dive in. Okay, friends, so I'm just diving right into the meat of this episode today. So get ready. Grab a pen and paper if you need to, and if you're wanting to prep for your time off. But basically, there are 3 different areas of your business you are going to want to take into consideration when you are taking some time off, whether it be for the holidays or other times in the year. So that being said, the first area of business that you want to take a look at is content and marketing. So this looks like content for Instagram, YouTube, podcast, email, Facebook, TikTok, Pinterest, etc. All the different places that you are creating content on, you need to be taking into consideration. And when I say this, you need to determine if you are going to still be posting content during the time that you are taking off. So if you decide that you are not going to be posting content during the time that you're taking off, then you need to determine when and how long you are actually pausing content that's being delivered. And if you do go this route, then you need to let your community and audience know how long you plan to be gone for and where they can reach you in the meantime, whether it be via email or just sending you a DM. You just need to let them know. So ways that you can do this would be sending out a mass email. You can post in your Facebook community. You can post on your story, save it as a highlight, post on your Instagram feed, and then save it as a grid pin. Maybe you're taking some time off of social media and you need to lead them to an email. Those are ways that you can do that. Now, if you are going to be posting, then you need to determine what content you are actually going to be posting and then start preparing for that. So for me and my time off, I actually did decide to continue with my current content schedule. So that means that I needed to prepare weekly podcast episodes, weekly emails, and weekly Instagram posts. Those are the major ones for me right now, just in addition to some Pinterest marketing. But like I said, those are the major ones for me. More is coming in 2023, but again, those are the major ones. So like I said, if you go this route, you need to determine which pieces of content are going to stay consistent and when they are going out. In addition, if you go this route, I also highly recommend automating as much as you can so you can be present and still truly take time off. If you are podcasting, blogging, or on YouTube, you can obviously schedule content in advance on all these platforms. But if you're going to be staying consistent posting on Instagram or Facebook, I highly recommend getting on an app like Planoly to automatically post your content for you so you don't have to. Like I said, I recommend an app called Planoly. I am going to link that in the show notes for you. It is wonderful. Truly, it's my favorite scheduling app. And the reason why is because if you do short form video content, which I am going to be doing more short form video content in 2023, little teaser there for you. But if you do short form video content, it is a great scheduling app for that because you can plan for your short form videos to post to YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Instagram, and Pinterest all in one platform. Super wonderful. That's why I chose Planoly. Again, I'm going to link that in the show notes for you. Now, that being said, if you are taking that time off, but you still want to remain consistent on social media or via your podcast or YouTube channel, then you've got to get ahead, my friends. So to do this, I recommend to take a week and just put your head down and focus on batching content. Focus on batching podcast episodes, Instagram posts, emails, etc. Get it done. That is what I'm doing. I am taking a week, actually, because I'm taking like 4 weeks off or 3 to 4 weeks off. I am actually taking a couple of weeks to where I am just putting my head down and focusing. Like I said, this is what I did. So obviously I'm recording this episode in November. It's being posted in December. I'm actually recording this way before Thanksgiving. So that being said, I took some time in November to batch all of my episodes for the week of Thanksgiving, for December, and even early January, just in case I did decide to take that first week of January off, so I could stick to my weekly podcast schedule and also still be present with my family, not worrying about content going out. So that's the first area. Now, the next area of business that you want to think about as you are preparing to take some time off is product and services. So this is essentially if you have products that you are selling or if you have services that you are selling. Okay. So basically you want to ask the question, do you have any live coaching programs going on, or do you have any current one-on-one clients? If yes, you then need to determine if you will still be working with them while you take time off and in what capacity. Now, if you decide that you are not going to be working with them at all, you are totally going to be disconnected from your business, you need to prepare your clients and adjust the contracts accordingly. So here's what I mean for that. For me, I do not work during my time off. So if I'm saying I'm taking off for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I'm going to add on 2 or 3 weeks to all of my clients' contracts. I do this the same in my group coaching programs. I just add on the extra time for them, and they know that I'm not going to be available because I'm taking time off. and I make up for this by adding that additional time on to their contracts. And I let them know that if they have any questions while I'm gone, I will get to them when I'm back in the office. Now, if you want to, you can let them know that if something urgent pops up, they can contact you or your team via email, but that is totally up to you. And then finally, the last area of business to consider is proactive sales. Now, I teach my clients proactive and passive sales. Passive sales comes from content and also like referrals and things like that. But proactive sales comes from the daily sales system that I teach my clients. Now, if you're still going to be posting content, then passive sales can still happen, right? But proactive sales is when you are going out and you are proactively getting to the sale in a way that feels good to both parties. So for me personally, I decided that I was not going to be doing any proactive sales, me personally, but I would have someone do this for me, like a team member, during the holiday season. Now, of course, my team is not going to be working on the holidays, but the amazing thing is that they actually want to step in for me in this area because proactive sales is super fun. But that being said, if I did not have a team member, I would not be doing this during the holiday season just because I really do want to be disconnected from my business during this time. So if that is where you're at, like you don't have a team member and you aren't wanting to proactively do your daily sales activities during the holidays, then you need to prepare for that. So if you have certain metrics or numbers to hit within your sales activities, which by the way is something that I teach my students how to do and how to track, then I would recommend making sure that you are doubling up on those numbers weeks leading up to the holidays or weeks after the holidays or both. And I say this so you can stay on track with consistently bringing new leads in and securing new clients. Now, all of that to say, that concludes today's episode. I really hope this blessed you, and I hope that this is going to help you prepare to take off in your business and just be present for the holiday season. Now, if you have any questions or you just want to let me know how you will be implementing these tips, please join our Facebook group. I love to just interact with you all over there. Now, if you want to do this, you can just grab the link for the Facebook group in the show notes. In addition, if you love this podcast and you love content like this, then you have got to get on the list for Make It Rain Mail so you can get faith-fueled life and business coaching delivered straight to your inbox every single week. You can do so by heading to bit.ly/powerprompts. I also have the link for you in the show notes. I cannot wait to see you in my inbox. Bye, friend. Hey Queen, don't head out just yet. If this podcast has blessed you in some way, it would mean the absolute world to me if you left a written review of the show over on Apple Podcasts. It truly lights a fire in me knowing how God has impacted you through this platform. And since I absolutely adore connecting with you, please, please, please screenshot this episode or your review and post it on your stories on Instagram and tag me at Hannah Brindley. I can't wait to see you over there. So much love to you.